They look more like little Shreks to me. Hey guys, it's Chris, and in today's video, I'm talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Mutant Mayhem is a reboot of the film franchise and the start of this animated universe. Mutant Mayhem made $180 million at the box office. Let's get into it! Techno Cosmic Research Institute, TCRI, executive Cynthia sends a strike force to hunt down rogue scientist Dr. Baxter Stockman. He has created a mutagen to form his own mutant animal family, starting with a housefly. Baxter Stockman created and perfected the Ooze. Stockman just wanted to create a family for himself. He actually enjoyed the experiments he worked on than actual humans. Baxter is interrupted by the strike force and killed in an explosion. Superfly escapes with the other mutants and hides from the humans. This actually explains why there are more mutants out there, because of the Ooze. Dr. Baxter Stockman created them. The mutagen falls into the sewers of New York City. Title card: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. This title card is just oozing. Literally. This explains more about how the Ooze got in the sewers in the first place. This also explains more about the Ooze and its creator. 15 years later, the Turtles are raised by their adoptive rat father, Splinter. The Turtles and Splinter are transformed into humanoid mutants by the mutagen. After being chased away by the humans, this led Splinter to distrust humanity and train his sons in ninjutsu. This explains why Splinter doesn't like the human world, how they became a family, and how the Turtles learned ninjutsu. This shows the Turtle and Splinter's origin story. That's what I like, is if you're not really a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, it really gets you up to date, like, hey, this is their origin story. And the Turtles as cute little babies is cute and amusing. Now teenagers, the Turtles long to live as normal high schoolers. They want to be accepted as normal teenagers. When the Turtles encounter the leader of the mutant crew, they learn that Superfly has a violent hatred towards humanity. The Turtles take on Superfly and an army of mutants. It says army online, but it's essentially like a crew, like a motley crew of all these different mutants. Superfly is a cool, unique, and sympathetic villain. He is voiced by Ice Cube, and he gets his moments to shine in the film as Superfly and Super Duper Fly. Superfly was not accepted by the humans and wants to turn all non-human wildlife into mutants. He essentially wants to weaponize the Ooze, shoot it into the atmosphere, and spread it all over the earth, and essentially anything non-human, like animals and stuff, a flea, worm, tick, anything like that, just turn them into mutants. Superfly wants to enslave the humans and kill the Turtles, especially when he learns they don't support his evil plan. Superfly's action sequences and fight sequences with the Turtles are the best in the film. The action sequences are awesome. No cap, bro. Superfly is stealing an ice cream truck for a radioactive storage unit. These goons are trying to pull a heist to steal a radioactive storage unit. They steal it from an armored truck, but they store it in a ice cream truck. And while they're driving away, they're like almost about to hit this police blockade, and Superfly jumps on top and lifts it up and carries them through the city for a little bit, and they're like, ah! And then he takes them back to their helicarrier, and he opens the back door, and they're looking at him. Is that? And he just says it very quietly, Superfly. The goons with the ice cream truck, Superfly just kills them off screen. The Turtles clearing out an auto garage repair shop full of goons. This is the Turtles' first fight in the film. They're kind of like, what do we do? Donnie's just like, I got a stick. And Raph's like, I got a raging problem. This sequence involves a spinning car. The Turtles are working together, kind of clumsily, but they're all working together. Raph jumps off the spinning car and he lands like a superhero. I'm awesome. That's definitely a reference to Batman. So once they really get introduced to April and after the auto repair garage sequence, that's when the pacing picks up for the film. The Turtles fight a ton of goons in a montage looking for Superfly. This montage is action-packed and features a ton of great turtle action. The Turtles being chased by Superfly and the mutant gang on an adrenaline ride through New York City. This is my favorite sequence in the film. Super Duper Fly attacks New York. He causes great destruction, he throws cars, and talks a lot during this sequence. Super Duper Fly is essentially like a mutated version of all these different wildlife animals put in together. Horses, whales, ostrich. I mean, there is a zoo right by the water side, so he had access to all these other animals pretty quickly. The Turtles are almost killed a few times during this sequence. Splinter's legs are broken after being thrown by Super Duper Fly. The humans decide to help Splinter and the Turtles during this sequence. As the humans and fellow mutants charge towards the turtle, they provide them with the anti-ooze. Even at the end of this film, Splinter realizes that maybe the humans aren't as bad as I thought. Maybe that just one bad encounter diminished my opinion towards the humans, but maybe not all of them aren't that bad. The four turtles work together so Leo can smack the anti-ooze into Super Duper Fly's blowhole, because one of the animals he mutates with is a whale, so they gotta smack it into his blowhole. They succeed. This causes him to turn back into a normal housefly. Super Duper Fly, or Superfly, is defeated. The Turtles are accepted as heroes. They achieve their goal. The Turtles attend their first day of high school. So I really do like that message for Mutant Mayhem that, yeah, we're all a little different, but that doesn't mean we can't be accepted, and that doesn't mean we can't achieve our goals. If we want to set our sights on something, we can achieve it, even if we are a little different. In the mid-credit scene, a silhouette of the super evil villain, the Shredder, can be seen. He's probably just waiting for the perfect time to come out of the shadows. Mutant Mayhem is Spider-Verse inspired and hyper-stylized. The animation style is beautiful, just like the Spider-Verse movies. The designs for the Turtles look very good. Like with the Turtle designs, how they actually look like teenagers, in Mutant Mayhem, the Turtles actually act like teenagers. The film features a ton of laughs because how confident the voice cast is. And it really helps how this was written by Seth Rogen, so he's the ultimate forever teenager, so of course there's going to be a lot of funny jokes because he wrote it. Mutant Mayhem feels like we've experienced this story before. It should satisfy old and new faithful fans. Just don't expect something too new. Some evildoer wants to shoot something into the atmosphere to spread all around the world or around New York City to turn them all into mutants. Almost like what Lizard wanted to do in the Amazing Spider-Man movie. He wanted to turn all the New Yorkers into lizards. Almost like in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014 in this exact same franchise. The Shredder wanted to shoot some toxic into the air to kill all the New Yorkers in New York City. So the story is very similar. This is the fourth iteration of the Turtles in film, and it's the best iteration. Not the best film, but the best iteration. Mutant Mayhem is epic and charming. The action sequences or action is heart-pounding, and the soundtrack is fire, dude. Mutant Mayhem is filled with an ooze of pop culture. Mutant Mayhem is like a hot pepperoni pizza. You just want to glory in every bite and then go back for seconds. Mutant Mayhem is straight up cowabunga, dude. I'm Spider-ManChris, and I'll see you in the next one.